A. Ant. Antelope.
Letter A.
Right. Is that?
No, it's the letter A.
All right.
Is that what you were I-spying? The letter A?
Yeah.
It's a bit tricky, that.
Why have I ended up with A again?
A.
Hold on, also
anyone
ape.
can decide.
Nobody said ape. Ape.
That's the wish-washers. We can do it better than that.
Wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish. Wipers on the bus go swish, swish, swish all day long. The babies on the bus cry wah wah wah, wah wah wah, wah wah wah. The babies on the bus cry wah wah wah.
To stop for an ice cream. Mum,
We're stopping in a bit.
Mum, my earrings hurting. Well, yeah, but what? It's in a bit.
In a while.
In a while.
As
Mum?
soon as we see one, we'll stop.
Yeah, but you don't. You just ride straight past
We
it.
haven't seen one yet.
Man,
Yeah, but
the
when
ears
you do-
hurting.
Is it, dear?
The estate we live on now, there's the various assortment of what I'd call ordinary family cars, your Rover and your Cavalier, a few Fiestas, and then smack bang in the middle there's a Vitara. Since we've had this car, we've been to Scarborough, Blackpool, standard places that you'd go, really.
I don't know, you go out and go somewhere. It's
You don't
got
rate.
a fun feeling.
We didn't
about
set
it.
off to Scarborough thinking, well, we'll get there in an hour and a half if we really put us foot down. We just said,
Yeah,
well,
bothered how
we'll
long it
get
took
there
us,
when
huh?
we get there. We'll just
It was
cruise
just nice
along.
being in the car.
We got an invite through the post for a fun day out with Suzuki.
When we parked up, there were like 2 rows all the way down, and they were just all Vitaras, all different colours, all different designs.
There were different graphics on them,
There were
or
some
different
beautiful
wheels on them.
ones, right? Some really fancy ones.
Each car seems
really.
to have its own fingerprint. Everybody knows
You can pick your
which
own
is their
car.
car.
If you have it from new, you can tell them what sort of designs that you want on it, and there won't be another one anywhere that's like yours.
Tiger. Here we are. Bubby. Cute. They're lollipop-tastic.
what are you doing while we've been in here.
Just been doing a few poops. Love the smell of me.
Now be quiet and eat.
Don't make a mess with them.
A lot nicer cookies on them these days. Used to be paper.
What have you done?
It's terrible in here. Smells like sweaty socks. As far as I'm concerned, I think it is a very good family car. So we're a couple with 2 children. That doesn't mean that we can't have the car that we want, and the kids think it's great. You know, it's a trendy. Mum and Dad's trendy. Got a fun car.
Mum, can you see all the steam coming off it?
Yeah, it's because it's old stuff.
I know this quite rude one.
How rude.
Well, quite rude. This lady went to the doctor's and he checked her pulse and her heartbeat, and he said, "Can I wear your boobs, please?" And she said, "Of course you can." And so I went, "Way."
Lee. Pulling up to traffic lights, they're actually looking up at you. They're smaller than you and they want to beat you in another way. They want to show you that they're faster because you're bigger, you're higher than them. If you're higher up in the ranks, then you're better. That's the way I think. After we got the Vitara, the next move then was to join the Rhino Club, which is a club specially for Suzuki four-wheel drive car owners. And I was reading through the magazine, and in it there was a TV presenter who had bought a Vitara. And there was one bit that I read that he'd said, "I've always fancied a Jeep type vehicle, and a lot of my friends have Range Rovers, but they're a bit straight. With the extras you can have, the Vitaras have a lot more individuality." And that was exactly how I felt when I bought mine.
I think there's an expectation where we live, in a sort of very deep rural community where people have lived there all their lives. The incomers like us will have Espaces, will have sort of very shiny cars that maybe aren't very good workhorses. But I think at least the Land Rover doesn't really rub people up the wrong way. It's a bit like going for a walk across the fields wearing a day-glow shell suit. You know, it's just not done. It's almost disrespectful to the environment if that's how you do it. In the same way, having green wellies and a Barber jacket can be seen to be a bit off as well if they're not really battered. And the Land Rover has the same sort of feeling. The Land Rover feels like it belongs in the countryside and is accepted for being there.
The area we lived in before was a large modern housing estate, and somehow parking this on our drive would have almost been ramming it down people's throats. Whereas where we live now, it's not unusual to see Land Rovers driving around in the country. It's used by everybody. I mean, the farmers use it as a workhorse. There are people like us who use it as a family car. You know, the Queen's got one that she uses on Balmoral. So it seems to be it crosses all boundaries, crosses all types of people, all types of nationalities. They're used all over the world. It just seems universal.
Being as high up as this in a Land Rover, for me, feels like wearing high-heeled shoes. It has the same sort of feeling.
It's also like a statement in as much as we've, raised our horizon. Whereas before we had a heap of a car which was full of rust and was falling apart and would backfire everywhere we went. It kind of lowered us socially, if you like, and now the Land Rover's kind of lifted us above all that.
That's right. You get into it and you don't instantly feel like the family grot on an outing. You actually feel really good. Right, just go get in the car then, alright?
Yeah, on a minute. Shut the door.
I don't know what we're going to do, alright? We're going to...
Towards Ben.
Where's my polo?
Oh my god.
Okay, hang on. Right.
What we're going to do is you'll have a polo each, alright?
Yeah.
I'll put the mileometer back to 0.
Wow.
And the one who can keep the polo in their mouth for the longest is the winner, okay?
Wins another polo. Have you got your polo? Right, here, Lil.
I've got 2.
Anyone? One. Ready?
Right, ready, steady, go.
But you got to have them in there the longest, and it must have break.
Like
And no pushing them up your nose.
When I was younger, there was a poster, and it said, someday you'll own a big family car. Basically, you'll be a responsible, boring person. And until that day comes, drive an MG midget. And then I became a mother, and I sort of drove a lot of I'm going to Sainsbury's cars, and wore sensible shoes, and sort of became invisible. And the children took over everything. They took over the car, they took over me, they took over my personality. And when the Peugeot was on its last legs, the feeling was, I don't want this anymore. I want to be an independent person. I want to enjoy the driving that I do. I want to enjoy myself, and that was very much part of my motivation for hassling Jerry into getting me a decent car.
Well, can I Apollo?
Not anymore.
Happen out.
They're all gone.
Another packet.
Apparently we're going to have our picnic. We're going to have a picnic.
Where?
With the giraffes.
Oh yeah, because you're allowed to walk about in there, aren't you?
Ooh.
Oh, with a giraffe. What is a big animal and it's grey?
Oh, I know. Elephant.
That's right.
It picks things up in its nose.
Yeah.
It blows things out of its nose.
But it takes water up its nose.
Blows out.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else do elephants do with their noses?
And pick things up with it.
And
Pick leaves, put them in.
They swing in the trees by their nose, don't they?
Yeah.
They don't. That is kidding.
There's a monkey climbing up a tree. There's 3 up there, Hannah. Look. Oh, yeah. There's a 4. Yeah. There's a monkey flying. Whee! Oh, that's on the mouse.
You see these monkeys, Hannah?
Yeah.
That one looks like Lily.
No, on the bonnet. On the bonnet.
That looks like you, Lily, that one.
Oh.
No, she's ignoring it.
Can we open the window?
No, sweetheart.
Yeah, this to get in.
Oh, monkeys
What a monkey
pull
in here,
your
isn't it?
arm off.
Can you see that one eating? Look, it's got something in its hand and it's eating it.
Oh no, when are we gonna move?
I suppose we've always got this dream about selling the house, lock, stock and barrel, and just taking the kids out of school, packing them in. With an Espace or with a Volvo, we'd probably get as far as a ferry and turn around and come back. With a Land Rover, we could actually pack everybody in it and just go.
There's a part of the Land Rover that, although we remortgaged the house to buy it, we feel that it's part of our future. If things go terribly wrong, the house could go, everything in the house could go, we'd keep the car and we could just take off and the car could become our life. Whereas I can't see us doing that in a Volkswagen Polo. I can't see us taking that across Africa.
The Range Rover's a vehicle that's quite happy in any company, really. You can turn up at the car park at Twickenham in one, you can turn up at the Opera in one, you can go to Glyndebourne in it and feel perfectly at home anywhere.
The nice thing about the Previa is it's not actually a car that really makes a very strong statement. It's sort of anonymous, which I think we quite enjoy.
I suppose at the end of the day I have a job and a lifestyle that just doesn't say Ford or Vauxhall. I mean, that's what it comes down to.